Requisitioner Training 7, Attachments, Notes, and Comments. One of the prominent features of UShop is transparency. This allows all users to search for and view any transaction in the system, along with associated attachments. This can be a great benefit, but it also calls for caution. Be sure that sensitive or private information is redacted from documents before they are attached, or that such documents are left out of UShop altogether. You can send private and sensitive documents directly to accounts payable, purchasing, or others with a reference to the UShop requisition or purchase order number. But now, let's talk about the attachments, notes, and comments that you will be adding to your UShop transactions. In the shopper training, you learned how to add attachments to a non-catalog form. There are also several opportunities to add attachments, notes, and comments on the checkout page, on the requisition, and on the purchase order. First, the checkout page. Internal attachments will be viewed only by UShop users. This is a helpful option if you have multiple documents to attach, because you may add several documents at a time before closing the window. External notes and attachments can be viewed by the supplier as well as UShop users. If an external note is added at the header level, the message will be printed on the purchase order and will be seen by each of the suppliers included on the requisition. If an external note is added at the line level, it will be printed only on the purchase order for that specific supplier. External attachments can be added only at the header level and will be sent to all suppliers included on the requisition. This is a good reason not to include multiple suppliers on your requisition. Note that when you make an internal or external note, there is no visual clue on the checkout or requisition page. You need to open the tab to see whether there is a note. Next, take a look at comments. Every UShop user should become very familiar with the Comments tab. This is a crucial tool to communicate a lot of information about an order, such as articulating a business purpose, asking questions, or giving instructions to the next person who will see the order. Through comments, you can make sure each transaction is thoroughly documented. This can provide an approver, an auditor, or a future department employee a clear explanation of not only what was purchased, but the decision process behind that purchase. Note that comments are internal and can be viewed only by UShop users. Unlike internal or external notes, when comments are added, a numeral to the right of the Comments tab calls attention to the fact that a comment has been made. All UShop users should get in the habit of noticing this numeral and reading comments when they are present. Before a requisition has been submitted, comments are simply added to the permanent history of the transaction, and the numeral on the Comments tab is the only visual indicator to other users. But after a requisition is submitted, you may select a specific email recipient for your comment. Your comment is still added to the history, but it is also sent directly to each of the email recipients you select. This applies to comments on both the requisition and on the purchase order. Comments remain with the document on which they originate. If a comment is made on a requisition, it can be viewed only on the requisition and does not carry over to the purchase order. If a comment is made on the purchase order, it can be viewed only on the PO and is not included on the requisition. This is not the case with attachments. Wherever you add attachments on a form or from internal or external attachments, comments, etc., all attachments can be viewed in the Attachment Overview tab. A numeral to the right of this tab calls out the number of attachments on the entire order. All documents may be viewed by UShop users, but only those designated by you as external will be sent to the suppliers. Any attachment added to a requisition will carry over to the purchase order as well. When you open the attachment overview, you can see the attachment name, the type, whether it is a file or a link, the location of origin. This is important if you need to remove the attachment. An attachment can only be removed from the location where it was originally attached. This may be on a form, in internal or external attachments, or comments. The visibility, is it internal or external? And the date and time it was attached.